are the following commissioners: Floyd B. McKissick Jr., William M. Brawley, Tommy Tucker, and Stephen J. Levitas. In compliance with the State Government Ethics Act, I remind members of the commission of our duty to avoid conflicts of interest and inquire as to whether any member of the commission has a known conflict of interest with respect to any matters coming before the commission this morning. Okay. Seeing no conflicts, we will proceed with public staff item number 1.
Good morning. This is Thomas Wolcott, engineer of the Public Staff, Water, Sewer, Transportation, and Telephone Division. And sitting next to me is Greg Reger of the Public Staff Energy Division. Item number 1, docket W 1300, sub 104, on December 19th, 2024, Old North State Water Company, Inc. filed a notification of intention to begin operations in area contiguous to present service area to provide water utility service to Phase 2 of the Cedar Oak subdivision in Guilford County, North Carolina. Public staff has reviewed the notification, the amended notification, and Old North State's financial records. And while we remain concerned about the magnitude of Old North State's outstanding debt and recurring net operating losses, we do not at this time oppose commission recognition of the contiguous extension and approval of the requested rates.
Move the item is recommended by commission staff, and likewise have a quick question at appropriate time.
As recommended, I was going to say, as recommended by the public staff, correct?
Public staff, yes.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. I believe there's a question from Commissioner McKissick.
Yeah, and that's about the outstanding debt and recurring net operating losses of Old North State. Have you had meaningful discussions and conversations with them about that issue? Because I can see where it would have potential bearing and implication, if not on this occasion, certainly when some other matter perhaps might come before us.
I defer to my colleague, Mr. Reger, questions regarding the debt.
Yes, we've had ongoing conversations about their recurring losses and outstanding debt.
And have you been provided any assurances or information that's would be meaningful or significant about what they plan or intend to do?
I know that there is a company representative that's here that can answer some of these questions. I think they are still reviewing some of the impacts of their most recent rate case for their overall operations, and we are as well as some of their intent for their outstanding debt.
And I see that we have a representative of Old North State Water Company who can introduce herself, please.
Good morning, Commissioner. Elizabeth Hedrick at Fox Rothschild, counsel for Old North State. What I can tell you, Commissioner McKissick, is that May was the first month since the wastewater rate case that Old North State is going to see the full impact of the revenue changes. And I think we have committed to provide the public staff a plan related to the debt by the end of this month, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, well, that's good to know. So there will be a plan coming in by the end of this month that will provide some indication in terms of how things are being addressed related to the losses.
Yes, sir. The company wanted to see that impact and have a better feeling for how it was going to impact the revenues and the cash flows, those sorts of things, before providing a plan that then would have to get changed fairly quickly if the forecasts didn't come through as expected.
Thank you for that information.
And as a follow-up to the public staff, so the public staff is recommending approval. I assume just for confirmation that the public staff believes that Old North State Water Company has the technical, managerial, and financial capability to serve this contiguous extension. I think it's Cedar Oaks Phase 2. So just to be clear for the record, is that the public staff's position?
That's correct. We do not oppose recognition of the order.
Thank you. And you're continuing to follow up with Old North State about the information that's been discussed about its financial capabilities. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Are there any additional questions from the commission? Okay. Seeing none, we have a motion and a second. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? The motion carries. Thank you, and thank you, Ms. Hedrick.
Here.
So we will move to public staff item number 2.
Good morning, Commissioners. My name is Sashi Bhatta, engineer with the Public Staff Water Sewer Transportation and Telephone Division. Item number 2 is docket number W218 sub 621. Aqua North Carolina filed a notification of intention to begin operations in an area contiguous to a present service area to provide water utility service to Motor Coach Village of Glen Eagles North at Old Boat Subdivision in Allegheny County, North Carolina. The public staff has reviewed the application and recommends that the commission issue the proposed order recognizing the contiguous extension and approving rates, which includes commission staff's non-substantive changes.
Well, the item is recommended by public staff.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any questions or discussion? Seeing none, all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion carries. Thank you. We will now move to public staff item number 3.
Okay, item number 3 is docket number W354 sub 447. Carolina Water Service of North Carolina filed an application for a certificate of public convenience and necessity to provide sewer utility service to Vista at Blacksmith Run subdivision in Henderson County, North Carolina, and for approval of rates. The public staff has reviewed the application and recommends that the commission issue the proposed order, granting franchise and approving the rates, which also includes commission staff's non-substantive changes.
Well, the item is recommended by public staff. At appropriate time, I do have a question.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second, and your motion included the non-substantive changes. Is that correct?
That is correct, Madam Chair.
Okay. So I believe we have a question from Commissioner McKissick.
Yeah, and the question is this, it indicates that Blacksmith Mountain LLC, the owner of Vista, served 178 residential wastewater customers in the Vista service area without obtaining a CPCN. So how did that come about, or were they charging people, or what was occurring?
The previous owner was charging the customers, even though he was not regulated, and they were sent a cease and desist letter because the public staff did discover the system. I guess understood that they were charging, and then that's when the process started. And the current owner, I believe, who's also the developer, did not want to be regulated by the Utilities Commission, and the Carolina Water pursued with purchasing the system.
Thank you for that insight. No further questions, Madam Chair.
Okay, Commissioner Tucker.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Just a quick question. The flat monthly rate of $60.
Yes, sir.
Normally, the rate increases are higher because there are subsequent improvements that need to be made to the system. It's my understanding that they would be minimal at this time. So do you know what those upfits are, or has anybody discussed that with you, or is?
Not yet, Commissioner Tucker. I know Carolina has looked into the system. They fully understand what they're getting into. And I do not believe it is a very old subdivision itself, so the infrastructure might be pretty new, but I do not know the extent of the improvements that are needed.
Thank you for that. Can you give me, just for my own edification, the background? The developer did what and what, how, what were the 3 sequences that Carolina Water had to end up taking over this system?
The current owner of the utility, I'm going to say the current owner before Carolina Water obtained the temporary operating authority. They do have the temporary operating authority now that's been approved by the commission. The developer, the owner of the utility, when he was sent a cease and desist letter and he became aware of the commission requirements and the regulation, he did not want to be regulated. So I think he pursued Carolina Water, and Carolina Water got interested in purchasing the system.
Okay, was the cease and desist order because of quality?
Because they were the utility was charging without commission's
Okay,
approval.
Okay, I got that. The other part about it was that The public staff did not consider significant protest. Can you tell me what was going on? Did you have a bunch of customers complaining? What was the scenario there?
Nobody really complained. We didn't get any filed complaints at all.
Okay.
There were a couple of residents, they were in correspondence by email, but they just wanted to clarify the system setup for us. So nobody came forward with complaints.
Okay, so this is not an emergency operation scenario at all.
No, sir.
Okay, all right, and then again, I always ask the question, you've got a $50,000 bond on this. Sometimes the bond's 10,000, sometimes it's 25. Carolina Water serves 30+ thousand customers.
Right.
Publicly traded company, et cetera, deep pockets, all the above. Why a $50,000 bond?
Because it is a new service area for Carolina Water. And the regulation, the requirement is minimum of $25,000. And Carolina approached this system as a temporary, they wanted to get the temporary operating authority while we had not fully investigated the CPCN application. So that 50,000 bond has already been posted with the commission under the TOA that was issued by the commission. So it is not an additional requirement.
Okay,
We're just pointing out that they have already posted a bond of 50,000 for this as a TOA.
okay. The other thing on Blacksmith Run wastewater, was there a fine from DEQ with them?
I do not believe so, but maybe the company representative can tell us more.
Well, National Pollutant
NPDES
Discharge
permit.
Elimination System, was there a fine?
I see we have representatives of Carolina Water here who can introduce themselves and perhaps answer the question.
I'm Gary Peacock from Carolina Water Service. Vice President of Operations.
John Denton, Carolina Water President.
Yes, sir. Was there a fine from DEQ on Blacksmith?
Not that I'm aware of, sir.
Okay, so the National Pollutant Discharge Elimination System permit doesn't require, does that say it was a violation or not?
That doesn't necessarily say it's a violation. That's an acronym for the permitting process on the wastewater plant.
Okay, got it. Thank you. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Commissioner Tucker, let me just clarify on that, just for, I guess, everybody's understanding. NPDES permit is required before the wastewater treatment facility is built and operated. That permit is issued by DEQ, and they do have that permit, and they're operating and meeting all the DEQ monitoring requirements.
Okay, all right. Well, I'll know that in the future. Thank you.
And this is not a question, but again, Mr. Denton, thank you for, this is obviously not a emergency operator situation, but we appreciate Carolina Water stepping in and acquiring systems that have issues or troubles. So that is appreciated by the commission. Any additional questions?
No, ma'am.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? The motion carries. Thank you. And thank you for being here to answer the questions.
Thank you.
We have before us our minutes of the May 27, 2025 staff conference for approval.
Move approval.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? The minutes are approved. I do believe we have some additional business, beginning first with Michelle Boswell, who's coming up.
Good morning. It is my pleasure to introduce this morning our newest public staff accounting staff member, Saeed Imam. Mr. Imam is graduate with a bachelor's in business, a master's in economics, a master's in business, and is finishing his last class to obtain his master's in accounting from the illustrative North Carolina State University. While not in school, Saeed has had experience in public accounting.
Thank you for being here. Would you like to say anything more about yourself or make a few words?
For sure. Good morning, commissioners. I'm really excited to be here, working to improve things and do my best. And looking forward to work with you. Thank you.
Great, and thank you. Your credentials are outstanding, and I know that there is a lot of accounting work that you can do for the public staff. So we look forward to working with you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for being here. And Warren Hicks, I believe you have some introductions to make as well.
All right, good morning. Warren Hicks, and with me this morning are Aaron Gibbs, Josh Sant, and Annika King-Mazzara. They are three new staff attorneys, senior staff attorneys with the commission. Starting with Aaron. Aaron is returning to state government after a brief foray into local government. She previously worked in the North Carolina Department of Justice litigating healthcare relations in the Office of Administrative Hearings and as an assistant general counsel for the Department of Insurance. Aaron is a native of Henderson County and received both her undergraduate and law degrees from the University of North Carolina. Aaron's going to be working on a variety of matters with us. She's going to be taking over DSME, a number of different water matters, and she's going to be working on the Aqua rate case. So we're very happy to have Aaron here. Oh, she's also going to be coordinating the electric rider annual proceedings. Josh. So Josh, before joining the commission in May 2025, he served as an administrative law judge for Washington State Office of Administrative Hearings for 15 years, including 10 years as a managing judge. He presided over a wide range of case types, including unemployment, insurance, child care licensing, child protective services, electrical board, contractor licensing, cannabis licensing and enforcement, Medicaid, gambling commission, and child support. In 2017, Josh received the Governor's Award for Leadership and Management for his work leading the in-house development of a unified case management system. He earned his law degree from the University of Washington. Josh is going to be focusing primarily on electric matters, including the 2025 solar procurement, and also he's going to be working on the 2025-2026 CPER. He's also going to be working on the Carolina water rate case. And then Annika, last but not least, Annika graduated from the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill with a Bachelor of Arts in Political Science. She obtained her law degree at Campbell University. After briefly working with a small law firm, she practiced administrative law in various forms of the North Carolina Division of Medicaid and Social Security Administration for about 10 years. Annika is going to be focusing her practice at the commission on federal electric matters. She'll also be doing most of our work that we do with Dominion Energy. And then she is also going to be working on the Enbridge rate case. So we're happy to have everybody here and to be pretty much fully staffed. And you guys want to say anything?
We would love to hear a few words from you if you're willing. There's the commission. I can speak for the commission that we are thrilled to have such smart and great attorneys joining the commission legal staff. There is so much work that we're working on. We have 2 rate cases this summer, and then we've got solar procurement, and then the carbon plan, integrated resource plan, CPER proceeding, which is going to take a lot of our time. So all your experience and expertise is going to be tremendous for the commission. So Aaron, would you like to say anything more about yourself or anything at all?
Just that I'm really happy to be here and everyone's been really welcoming so far. And I look forward to working with all of you.
Great. And Annika, would you like to say anything?
I guess just to mirror Aaron's statements, and it's just been wonderful working with you all. I look forward to doing it more.
Great. And Josh, we're happy that you made the decision to relocate to North Carolina and join the commission. Would you like to say anything?
Thank you, Chair Kimmerer. Yes, we are too. We love it here in North Carolina. So, and everybody, and at the commission, echoing my new colleagues, everybody's been welcoming, both at the commission and the public staff, people that I have met. So very excited to be here. And we're learning lots and in conversation, we're learning lots and lots of stuff. So appreciate the welcome.
Great. And before you sit down, let me check my fellow commissioners. Commissioner Tucker has something to ask or to say.
Ms. Hicks, the fact that you graduated from the University of North Carolina Law School and 2 out of 3 of these attorneys went to the University of the Law at Chapel Hill, does that help any in the hiring process?
So I actually didn't go to Chapel Hill for law school. I graduated from Campbell.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Wow. You got me.
So
Thank you.
no, it didn't. You know what? they all came in, no alma mater, affiliates, but they were all just strong candidates and yeah, no bias.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. And Commissioner McKissick.
Just want to thank you all for joining us. We look forward to working with you, look forward to your analysis, your insights, your individual and collective judgment on the matters that come before us. It's obviously going to be new material for many of you, so dig in deeply, learn those details, but more importantly, I want to know that when I come to you seeking advice and counsel, it's definitive, accurate information, and I know that's what we'll receive. So I look forward to you all working collaboratively as part of this team.
Mhm. So thank you, Warren, and thank you all for being here. And with that, is there any additional business for the commission? Okay, seeing no additional business, we stand adjourned. Thank you.